Jon Jones became a worldwide joke after saying he absolutely won't fight Tom Aspinall. Fans from various countries tore Jones apart, claiming the American was actually scared to face Aspinall and potentially lose his undefeated record in MMA. Many consider the Englishman the most dangerous opponent Jon Jones has ever faced in his entire career. Check out what major UFC champions and renowned MMA figures have said about Jones' refusal to fight, as well as the tense situation in the light heavyweight division involving Jamahal Hill, Alex Pereira, Magomed Ankalaev, and Jiri Prochazka. Let's start with what Randy Couture, former UFC champion and Hall of Famer, had to say about the controversy. In his opinion, if Jon Jones truly wants to establish himself as a legitimate heavyweight, he must face Tom Aspinall. It calls into question where his heart's at. If he really has that motivation to continue to establish himself as a bona fide heavyweight and basically clean out the division and put an end to any of the naysaying on what's going on with Jon. Step up. Clean out the division. Take on Aspinall. Put an exclamation point on it. I think it would be an amazing fight. I think Aspinall deserves that fight, a shot at that. He's earned it. He stepped up when other guys didn't want to step up. He should be rewarded for what he's done and where he's at in his journey on this pathway. I think experience-wise, you have to give the nod to Jon. He's been doing this for a lot longer. I think he's slowly establishing himself as a bona fide heavyweight, and we certainly know Tom is a bona fide heavyweight. I think what Jones did to Stipe certainly tells me that he is in no way overmatched or outsized, and technically and tactically can deal with anybody in the cage. I don't think that's an issue. That makes you wonder, why dodge him? Why not just step up and fight whoever they want you to fight? You're that guy. You're the GOAT. There should be no qualms about it. That's how I feel about it. I think Tom has done everything right and deserves that shot. Let's answer the question. The only way we answer the question is if they get in the cage. Firas Sahabi, a renowned MMA coach, went even further, saying he believes Jon Jones won't fight Aspinall at all because he knows the Englishman is the one to end his undefeated streak. The coach also commented that Jon Jones would crush Alex Pereira in a fight. I don't think Jon Jones is going to fight Aspinall. There was a once upon a time where I thought he would and he could win, but I went over Aspinall's fights and I'm thinking this is the man who can beat Jon Jones. At heavyweight, this is going to be a dangerous fight. Jon is not crazy. Jon is going to go down to fight Pereira, but I don't think the UFC gives him Pereira. I don't think so. He has to fight Aspinall or nothing. I don't think the UFC wants Jon Jones to beat Alex Pereira, which I think he would. He'd crush Pereira. I think Aspinall could be the man who beats Jon Jones and finishes Jon Jones. I don't think anybody could last more than 2 rounds with Aspinall, nobody in the world. Pound for pound, that would be a different story, but the fact that he's the biggest, strongest guy in the world, I don't know if anybody could ever beat him. Alexander Volkanovski also shared his opinion, saying that if Jon Jones really wants to become the true heavyweight champion, he must fight Tom Aspinall. I'm sure Jon Jones is sick of hearing this, but the Tom Aspinall fight is the fight that everyone wants to see, stated the Australian, before claiming that the only way that Jon Jones becomes the proper champion is if he faces Aspinall next. If you want to be a heavyweight champion, you want to claim that crown. It's going to be hard to convince me you're defending champ if you don't fight Tom Aspinall while he's the interim champ and the biggest threat. Does Jon Jones even need to do this? No. He's already got an incredible legacy. But if you want to claim the heavyweight division, say you were a proper double champ, you've got to fight Tom Aspinall. For most of us that are in the know, that Aspinall win would be huge, but when you're talking about money and star power, a win over Pereira would be massive. That's one of the biggest fights you could make right now. But get rid of the heavyweight belt then. If you want to claim to be the champ, get rid of the belt because the interim champ is there. If you want us to call you the heavyweight champion, the defending heavyweight champion, I think that's where it's at. The light heavyweight division is on fire with fighters trading barbs, and the Brazilian Alex Pereira added fuel to the fire by posting a photo of Jiri and Jamahal, saying the following to the American: "Calm down, my son." Pass this test, and Daddy will give you a second chance. Jamahal Hill also escalated the controversy in his feud with Jiri Prochazka, Magomed Ankalaev, and Alex Pereira by firing shots at all three fighters on his social media. Jamahal has been a target of criticism from Magomed Ankalaev on several occasions, and the American decided to respond to the Russian with the following. Mr. Ankle Grabber, Ankalaev, whatever his name is. You all know the weird guy that kind of looked like Abraham Lincoln. He just can't stop talking about me, man. He laid out his plan, which is cool. You got a title shot coming up. You earned it in one of the worst fights of the year, and it's good for you. Bum is insane, brother. For the simple fact of one, to you, I'm bum in no realm. On facet of anything. We have common opponents, so we can measure the value of each one of our game and each one of our fighting styles. Remember that Santos dropped you, you went to a decision hugging him and all those things. Yes, I finished that guy. Remember when you got a title shot given when the belt was vacant and you fumbled it because you couldn't stop leg kicks, or you decided to be a crotch sniffer for the last 2 rounds? And you fumbled in. But who stepped up to the plate? Me, the champ, as you may call me, as you may address me. Pipe down when you talking to me, broter. I had to get this off of me real quick. This man talking about a bum. Call me what you want, but don't forget to call me champ. Jamahal also fired back at Jiri Prochazka after the former champion said Jamahal had a terrible performance in his last fight. Here's Jamal's response. Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So we had the same opponent on our last fights, right? You can say whatever, try to go with the wave, because that seems to be the thing now, because I get a lot of hate within the community and all of that. A lot of y'all want to try and jock on that, but you know I really don't care, and I'm really going to come at you. Your last performance, you got dominated. Dominated and knocked out. Completely shut down, completely exposed, and then got done bad, bro. You did bad. I got caught, you got dominated. There's a huge difference. My man literally had your ponytail to the left. I hope you wear that same ponytail in LA, so I can lean that mother asterisk curve to the left right back for you. This is insane. We're talking about a dude who was getting his ass hooped in every fight that you've been in. You can take a lot of shots, and because people get tired, they make low IQ moves. You want to talk about performances, talk about my last one. We can go into every performance. I put on dominating performances, you survive and get a win. We're not the same. On January 18th in LA, I'm going to show you we're not the same. Finally, Jamahal Hill responded to Alex Pereira's taunt after the Brazilian mocked all the drama. The American said the following. Bet it funny how you rushed Lil Ass Roundtree and Dumbass Jiri like you were the man, but waited until the refs got in the way to swing at me. You will see me again at 100% soon, and we both know the fear that was in your heart. So, folks, things are getting pretty hostile in the world of MMA, and the fighters are definitely not holding back on each other. But regarding Jon Jones, do you believe the American will end up fighting Tom Aspinall? And about the fight between Jiri Prochazka and Jamahal Hill, who do you think will come out victorious in this matchup? Leave your opinion in the comments so we can exchange ideas. If you're really into MMA and enjoy staying updated on everything happening in the world of fights, it's absolutely worth checking out these other 2 videos appearing on the screen. These 2 videos are extremely important, and I'm absolutely sure you'll enjoy them and stay well informed about the latest news in the MMA world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to help with content promotion. We're in this together, and see you next time.